The new car market seems to have gone crazy for cars just like this, the Porsche Cayenne Coupe. From the front it looks like a normal Cayenne, but from the rear it's all different. This car is all about the sloping roof line here, the shape of the roof. Porsche reckons that qualifies this car as a coupe. I don't. I'm a traditionalist, and for me a coupe is low slung and it's got two doors and some kind of sporting aspiration. For me, this is something different altogether. It's kind of a stylized SUV, but I can't deny they're very, very popular. Are you looking for more car review videos just like this one? Make sure you subscribe to the CarGurus YouTube channel and tap the bell icon to turn on notifications as well. Mechanically, the Cayenne Coupe is almost identical to the Cayenne, although its roofline is lower by 20mm. The rakish silhouette means the car looks very distinctive and also far less bulky than the full-size model. I happen to think it looks pretty good. There is a fixed rear spoiler at the top of the rear screen, as well as a deployable one at the base of the screen that extends by 135mm at 56 mph to reduce lift over the rear axle. This Cayenne Coupe Turbo is almost the daddy of the range, but not quite. It's got 542 horsepower and it costs a shade under £105,000. The real daddy of the range is the Cayenne Turbo SE Hybrid. That's got 671 horsepower and it costs £126,000. Clearly, that's a staggering sum of money, but the entry-level Cayenne Coupe, that costs half that price. The Cayenne Coupe has a wider rear axle than the Cayenne by 18mm. That's to improve agility. All coupe models get adaptive dampers as standard, while this turbo version also has 3-chamber air springs. This particular test car is dripping with optional extras, all designed to make it handle like a sports car. The lightweight sports package, which includes a carbon fibre roof and lighter wheels, saves up to 22 kilograms and costs £7,482. It has Porsche dynamic chassis control with active anti-roll bars costing £2,315, plus rear wheel steering at £1,448, Porsche torque vectoring plus at £1,052, and ceramic brakes, which cost £4,217. The point being, if you want the most athletic and agile Cayenne Coupe Turbo available, you're going to have to pay lots of money for all those optional extras. Now, this car is powered by a 4-litre V8 petrol engine with 2 turbochargers. It's rated at 542 horsepower and 568 pounds-foot of torque. The Cayenne Coupe Turbo will get to 62 mph in as little as 3.9 seconds for something this big and heavy. That's staggering. It'll do 177 mph, and Porsche reckons that in mixed driving, it'll return just over 20 miles per gallon. The only gearbox option is an 8-speed automatic. There's a 4-wheel drive system too, of course, which favours the rear axle until the front wheels begin to slip. The front half of the cabin is standard Cayenne and it's very impressive. It's actually a beautiful cockpit. Lots of space, really good build quality. The materials all feel expensive as well. The touchscreen infotainment system, that's easy to use, easy to navigate, and of course it's loaded with toys and gadgets. Now it's in the rear of the cabin where things are a little bit different. You can get 2+1 seating in the rear, but as standard the coupe comes with 2 very spacious and comfortable individual rear seats. They're set lower than in the normal Cayenne to account for the lower roofline. Boot capacity meanwhile drops from 745 to 600 litres. This car does that thing that the best SUVs do. It feels smaller when you're driving through town than it really is. It's a big old lump of car, this Cayenne Coupe. It takes up a lot of road, but actually you position it with confidence. Slipping through narrow residential streets is really easy. It's just a very intuitive and straightforward car to drive around town. It's also such a comfortable machine to spend time on in comfort mode. Those 3-chamber air springs give this really plush, controlled, fluid ride quality. The whole car is effortless to drive. It's just so relaxing to be in. The powertrain, that's refined, it's muted. You just get a faint V80 rumble from the engine, which is lovely. It's such a nice place to spend time in this car. So far, the Cayenne Coupe is a lot like the existing Cayenne. What about when the roads get a little twistier?
So stick it into Sport. Let's stick it into Sport Plus. And that's when this car just becomes freakishly capable. It's actually really bizarre. You sit up high, you're very conscious of sitting in a very tall car, but then you start driving through some twisty corners and the thing behaves like a much lower car. It's a weird sensation. It's so impressive to feel how agile and how grippy and responsive this car is, thanks to all that clever chassis technology that it's got on it. It just means it's way more capable on a twisty road than you think it should be. However, can I tell the difference between this Cayenne Coupe and the standard Cayenne? No, I can't.
The truth is, a lower roofline and even a slightly wider rear axle are unlikely to make any meaningful difference to the way a car drives.
And of course, it's mighty fast in the straight line. This twin-turbo V8 has just got so much power and torque. It really thumps what is actually a very big, very heavy car along the road with so much force. It's quite a characterful engine as well. There's a nice V8 rumbly soundtrack, good throttle response. It's just a good energetic engine, and the gearbox as well. I can't fault it. It's smooth when you want it to be and really good and responsive when you've got it in manual mode. It's amazing to think that this is not the fastest model. The Turbo SE Hybrid has got a load more power on top of this. Who needs it?
So if the Cayenne Coupe doesn't drive any differently to the Cayenne, why would you pay the extra £3,000 to have it?
Well, because you like the way it looks. It really is as simple as that. These cars trade on their desirability. That's why people like them. And for lots of people, the Coupe will be the most desirable model. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment below, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And as always, remember to check out CarGurus.co.uk. That's where you'll find a great deal on your next used car from a top-rated dealer.